I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
The republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
For Oakcrest and national news from around the country today, we have an update on what happened on the courts with the basketball team, as well as some entertainment news.
I'm James, and it's Wednesday, March 9th, 2011. With me today is Justin and Rachel. You're checking us out. Don't forget, no matter where you go, you can always watch Falcon TV on your laptop, iPhone, home, or anywhere. Anytime you want, just visit our channel. We got all the videos and info you need, what's happening today and this week. Now let's go back over to Rachel for today's rundown.
Thanks, James. Our first story is about what's in your cabinet that can cause serious damage to your body. Unilever, the manufacturer of Skippy, has issued a recall of its 16-ounce peanut butter spreads because of salmonella contamination. In shopping, Costco, the wholesale shopping club, has added a new product to its long list of store items, wedding dresses. The same store that sells coffins is now offering brides to be the chance to buy their dress for their big day at one of their stores. And our final story looks at a business development group who's come to Atlantic City to start a new business. The plan is to build a restaurant in one of the casinos that is themed with wax figures from New Jersey history as well as the entertainment business. The company feels that the new restaurant could re-energize the slumping economy in South Jersey.
Thanks, Rachel. In just a moment, we'll get to those stories and more. But if you ever miss our show or want to catch the rest of today's show and other content, visit our website, which is at the bottom of the screen.
Now, when you follow our Twitter feed, OHS with Falcon TV, you get all the important club meetings going on this week, sent right to your phone. So make sure you subscribe to our Twitter feed. All right, let's go back to Rachel for more what's happening around the country.
Thanks, James. First up, the company that makes Skippy peanut butter is recalling 2 of its spreads that may be contaminated with salmonella. No illnesses have been linked to the recall of the Skippy Reduced Fat Creamy and Reduced Fat Chunky brands, and the company did not specify how many jars have been recalled. They are packaged in 16-ounce plastic jars with use-by dates of May 16 through 21st, 2012. The recalled jars were distributed to retail outlets throughout the South and Northeast, including New Jersey. Salmonella can cause serious and sometimes fatal infections in those with weakened immune systems. Discount chain Costco is now offering brides a chance at designer dresses. The store is setting up bridal boutiques right in the middle of its stores. The wedding bliss is temporary, but the company is hoping to move the operation online by June. The same month, Costco will bring the road show to the Northwest. 6 styles from designer Kirstie Kelly are available for between $700 and $1,400. You buy the dress and walk right out of the store with it. Designed for brides on a budget, Costco says it's always had amazing feedback. Many people are scratching their heads wondering what's next for the big box store that also sells coffins. A development group in Atlantic City hopes to capitalize on the public's fascination with the lifelike qualities of wax figures by combining a wax museum with eating. The Waxworks themed restaurant concept is being pitched to casinos. As developers are talking to area casinos about the project, the restaurants will cost about $5 million each to develop. Bela Lugosi Jr., a California lawyer and son of one of the best-known horror actors ever, has provided legal assistance for the development group. He and Sarah Karloff, daughter of Hollywood horror giant Boris Karloff, had agreed to help the group through their entertainment industry contacts and with licensing deals for horror memorabilia from the Karloff and Lugosi estates. Experts are convinced that the multimedia attraction that will help pull the city out of its 4-year economic slump.
In Oakcrest news, the annual Mr. Oakcrest contest will be held this Friday night in the auditorium at 7 p.m. The contestants in this year's show include Echelon Maxwell, Billy Ferson, Dean Williams, Carmen Sincotti, Dave France Mathis, Steve Heckman, John Williams, and JV Gonzalez. And tickets for this year's show are $7 and can be purchased during your lunches.
For more events that are just around the corner, on March 11th from 5 to 7 p.m., the boys tennis team will hold their annual pasta dinner. The price of the tickets will be $8, and the fundraiser will continue to support the tennis program.
In performing arts, last year's popular sold-out show is back again, making its way to Oakcrest Auditorium on April 15th. Tryouts for Oakcrest Best Dance Crew are right around the corner. If you think your group has what it takes to compete in this year's event, get down to the media studio to sign up your crew. Tryouts will be held on March 14th and 15th after school in the auditorium.
The show is once again sponsored by the Oakcrest Media Club classes, and judges will be looking for the most entertaining groups who will fit in with this year's theme, which is a throwback to the last 50 years and collaboration with the 50th anniversary of Oakcrest High School.
Again, if you want to be in this year's show, tryouts will be held on March 14th in the auditorium, but you have to sign up at the media studio. This year's show will be held on April 15th at 7 p.m., so make sure you don't miss it. There will be a general interest meeting for anyone who wants to be behind the scenes.
If you are an NHS candidate with paperwork from the packet that needs to be turned in, including recommendation letters, be sure to get them handed out. Turn back in today to Mr. Lockwood in the media studio or in his mailbox in the front office. If you don't turn them in, you can't get into the NHS.
And finally, if you're a current NHS member looking for a way to get involved in a good cause, there's a project currently being sponsored by the 50th Anniversary Committee that will make a difference for those who need help the most. The troops currently stationed in Afghanistan need medical supplies and donations to purchase the items needed to keep them healthy and safe.
You may have seen some of the red boxes or flyers around school advertising the event, but you all have to do is drop off any of the needed items on the list in one of those red boxes, or stop down to Miss Swartz's box next to the nurse's office. For some of the items are currently looking for are gauze, rubbing alcohol, cotton balls, bandages. Do your part to make a difference.
Make sure you guys get that stuff in. If you want to continue to celebrate Oakcrest's accomplishments and show off your Falcon pride all throughout the year, do it by showing it with a new t-shirt. Stop down to Mrs. Schwarzenbach's office right next to the nurse's office to get your hands on a 50th anniversary t-shirt to celebrate the opening of the time capsule in April. The price for one shirt is $10.
Now let's take a look at our video clip of the day.
Alright. Super cool. Super fly. He's a real cool guy. Super cool. Super practical.
Of two great ways to pay tribute to those making a difference around us. With March comes Women's History Month and Music in Our Schools Month.
Women's History Month is a grow out of a small town event in California. Women's History Month is a celebration of women's contributions to history, culture, and society. The United States has observed it annually throughout the month of March since 1987.
The 2011 theme, Our History is Our Strength, pays tribute to women's courage and creativity over the centuries. This year also marks the 100th anniversary of International Women's Day, a global celebration of the economic, political, and social achievements of women, which took place for the first time on March 8, 2011.
Our final story of the day, in Weird and Wacky News, more than 15,000 balloons filled the hallways at Verde Gree High School Monday morning. School officials say they were surprised by the seniors' prank when they unlocked the doors of the school. High school principal Randy Reisenhauer, Hoover, says he was glad the seniors opted for this type of prank compared to what some students have done in years past. He says the 15,000 balloons didn't cause any damage, so the prank was just harmless fun. The balloon-filled hallways did not last very long, as students began popping all the balloons once the doors were open, upon hearing that there was a $50 bill hidden inside one of them. A parent says the superintendent signed off on the prank because he knew it would not involve any damage.
Thanks for the story, Rachel. Always online, and you can catch us up on anything you miss on past episodes by visiting us back on YouTube, by emailing us your questions or comments at talentproductions@yahoo.com, by following us on Twitter on OHS Falcon TV for announcements and news updates.
That was your news for Wednesday. I'm Justin, and for Rachel and James and everyone here on the Falcon TV news team, thanks for watching.
Wherever you are watching from, have a great day. We'll join you right back here tomorrow for more Oakcrest and natural news stories, making headlines in the news at 9 on Falcon TV. Have a great day.
Yes, sir.
Going to Trump.
Say now.